Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over how to actually use your MetaTrader 4, flipping through programs, through charts and everything else like this. And then, just the basic breakdown of the program itself. Now, obviously, you're going to have to actually play around with the program and get yourself familiarized. But in this video, I'm going to try and break everything down as best and as simply as I possibly could. So first things first, your MetaTrader 4, when you first log into your brokerage and everything else after watching the last video, may look something like this. So the first thing that you want to actually do is go here and change it to the candlestick chart. Now, what I have is a template already pre-made for you. So simply just go under this video. There should be a download, and it's going to be a download to the templates. So in your MetaTrader 4, what you're going to go and do is you're going to press open data folder, right, which will open the folder. Let me get that for you. Bring that up here. It's going to open your data folder. You're going to go on you're going to go to templates, and you're simply going to drag the DTI template into here. So all you're going to do is drag it into here, restart your MetaTrader 4, meaning you're going to close the program, open it back up, go to templates, and then double click on DTI, and then it should automatically load the template on your chart. But now you have to have the actual chart open here. It's not going to automatically load it on every single template or every single chart, but it will there. So one thing, let's first of all go over, how to actually, add the charts and everything else on here before we go over adding shapes and doing all of that. So first things first, on the left hand side, you could see how I'm going to try and block the numbers here. Here I have my live accounts, and then here I have the demo account that I'm doing this instruction on with you guys. So basically you can just kind of double click and then flip through accounts there for those of you who have multiple accounts. And then here you could zoom in and then zoom out on the actual chart. You want to have both of these selected so you could kind of freely look through the chart. Now, along with that, what we're going to do here is we're going to press on Market Watch. And when you're on Market Watch, you could see all the pairs here. So I'm actually going to delete all of these. And what I'm going to simply do, you're going to have one minimum. So since I already have gold on the actual template here itself, right, all I'm simply going to do is look for the other pairs that I trade, GBP, JPY. You're going to right click and then view chart window. Let's say I want to trade another pair, GBP, USD. It's right here. Right click, chart window. Another way you can actually do it is you can go into file, new chart, and then you have your majors, your crosses, your metals, and your indexes, and you could select the pair there. Once you actually have it open, you can go you can click here, load template, and then load the DTI template. Same thing, click here, load template, and then we're going to load DTI, and it's the same exact thing. Now you can close this if you like. You can close that if you want. To bring them back up, you go view, data window, navigator, terminal, market watch. Here's a navigator. Here's view, market watch. Right, you can have all of that there. Now, one thing that's important is you right click and you're going to do your lot sizes. This is going to be the one-click trading. This is where you're going to enter your lot sizes and close your lot sizes. You can also, drag and drop indicators here if you like as well. If you want to delete the indicator, just right-click on the indicator and click delete indicator. Same thing for the moving average. Right-click, delete indicator. If you want to add indicators, just simply go to insert indicators, and let's say we want to add a moving average, right? So you're going to go over to, I believe it's in trend. Then you're going to press moving average, and let's just say we want to add a 50 moving average. We're going to make it simple, apply, close, and then we're going to make this, we'll put red. And then levels, visualization, okay, all time frames, perfect. We're going to add that. So here's my 50 moving average. Let's just say with this DTI indicator, this is going to be a 21 period moving average, simple, and we're going to make this blue. Right? Oh, it's kind of ugly, but we'll leave it there for now. So you could do that as well. So you have both moving averages. Now down here is going to be your account where you see your balance, your equity, your free margin. Here's exposure in your account, and then here's going to be your account history. There's obviously no history in this account because I just opened this account for the purpose of this video. But if you go into account, or if you go to your one-click trading here, this is where you're going to enter your lot size. So remember, a 1.00 lot means we're going to be making $10 per pip. Let's just be like, okay, well, if I want to, let's say I have $100,000 here, right? I want my stop loss to be here, which is 100 pips away. This is on GJ. And I only want to lose $1,000 or 1% on this trade. I'm going to enter a one lot, right? Because $10 per pip at 100 pips. Remember, this is only the one decimal place. So notice how here it's actually 600, right? We're going to be looking at the middle one. Focus on the middle number here. There's three numbers. There's 40, 558, which 40, 600, and then 154.126. So the last number is going to be price. So price right here is 154.126. The middle number is going to be the pips, and the left number is going to be the candles away, how many candles there are here, right? So notice how there's only 3 candles here because I'm putting price here. But if I were to click this arrow again, which this arrow is a pip counter, right? This is already 62 candles away. But okay, anyways, so focus on the number 600, right? We're going to be moving the decimal place over by 1 to the left. So this is going to be 60 pips, right? If we move the decimal place over 1 to the left, that's going to be 78.2 pips. If we go here, move it over 1 to the left, that's going to be 134.0 pips. Again, 1 to the left, this is going to be 237.4 pips. As simple as that. So if I want to enter a buy on the market here, and I want my stop loss to be here at 133 pips, I'm going to 103 pips. I'm going to lose roughly $1,003. Now, when I press buy, right? Oh, by the way, this warning is going to come up. This is a disclaimer from the MetaTrader, right? Just press OK. When I press buy, right, now we can see a little bit more information on the trade, right? So all I'm going to do is move my stop loss to the desired area. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag. I'm going to click and hold and I'm going to drag. Now notice on the left, the very left, it shows us how much we're going to lose on that trade. So if we lose this, if price comes down and hits our stop loss, that's going to be a 59.4 pip loss, and we're going to lose roughly $524, right? And if I drag this all the way to this area where I wanted to, right here, right, if price comes all the way down to here and hits my stop loss, I'm going to lose roughly $932 or 105 pips. Now notice the broker is taking an $8 commission. They take $8 per lot size, and then here you could see your actual how much profit and loss. So this is going to be your P&L, right? And what you could do is modify this to be pips. So go to profit and then click as points. And then now we're down to 1.3 pips. This is what I recommend, so you can actually look at the pips and not always the money, right? And then we're down $24, including our commission. You have to keep the commission in mind. Now, if I want to place my take profit up here, because I see the market moving all the way up to here, now it shows us that this is going to be a 116 pip gain, and I'm going to make roughly $1,030. As simple as that. And all I have to do is let the market do its thing, right? So now let's get into like the lines and stuff. So here you have your shapes. So if I want to draw a horizontal line, I just press it here, right? Notice how my cursor's changed a little bit, and all I'm going to do is press it on the area I want to press it at. If you want to modify it, just double click. You'll see a little square come up here, and then you could drag it around as you wish, and then double click to lock it in again. Right, let's say I want to draw one up here, right? Or this is another different line. This is a vertical line, right? Let's say I want to draw another one up here, right? It's the same thing. It's just click and drop. Now again, let's just say I want to enter a new trade, right? Let's say I want to do, I don't know, 100 lots. Now let's keep it at 10 lots, right? Let's say I want to do 10 lots. I'm gonna press buy. So if price comes all the way down to here, because remember, right? I'm going to put it at here. Same thing. Remember, every single lot here, typically every single one lot is going to be $10 per pip. So on 10 lots, I'm making $100 per pip. Now the market has dropped 100. If the market drops 104 pips, right, roughly I'm going to make around $9,000. So on GBP, JPY with this brokerage, you could see that we're making roughly $9 per pip per standard lot. If the market comes all the way up to here, I'm going to roughly make a profit of about $10,646. And if I want to close my trade because I'm happy with my $17 profit, then I'm going to close. But if the market comes all the way, which I could just kind of zoom, if this happens to you, right, just click and drag right here. But now, let's say if the market comes all the way to my take profit, like I'm going to put it here, right? Notice how it says TP in green. Once price actually goes above the take profit, which let's kind of try and wait for it, and spread and price has to cover and go above the take profit. I want to see, I'm just going to try and, right, I'm going to leave it right there. Once price and spread go above the take profit, it'll automatically close the trade. Now, I don't know if I'm trying to wait here until that happens because I don't even know if it will happen. I mean, it probably will, but once price actually goes above it, it'll automatically close the trade for you. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. So let's actually even move the stop loss there as well, just so you guys can see like how this program actually works and everything. So once price is close to your stop loss, it'll flash red. Once it's close to your take profit, it'll flash green. So let's see which one gets hit first, either my take profit or my stop loss. Basically, once price goes over it, we set these so it automatically closes your order, as you could see. It was as simple as that. And then over here, you have your time frame. So M1 is going to stand for the 1 minute, M5 is going to stand for the 5 minute, and then you can always zoom out. M15 is going to stand for the 15 minute, M30 is going to be the 30 minute, H1 is going to be the hour time frame, and then H4 is going to be the 4 hour time frame. Then here you have the daily time frame, then you have the weekly time frame, then you have the monthly time frame. Right? You can also press Control Y to turn off the period separators, but all this does is show you 24 candles. So 24 candles at this hour time frame. Our time frame is going to show you 24 hours of price movement. This is going to be literally one full or a little bit more. It depends on the time frame you're trading. But that's all it's literally going to show you. So now when you can even go to new order. Over here you press new order and then this will pop up and whatever the case might be is. Now let's go over the different types of orders here. What we could do is we can always go into new order, right? And then you're going to have the option market execution or a pending order. Now you have the option of buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. So let's just say we want to enter a buy stop, right? Now the way a buy stop is actually going to work is that let's say I want my entry to be, I want to get in the market when price breaks this resistance here, right? Let's just say this is resistance right here, and you want to get in the market when price breaks it a little bit. When price breaks it above 10 pips above it, you want to get in, right? So now 10 pips from this resistance is going to be 153.768, which again, look at the third set of numbers right here where I'm moving the cursor, right? Look at the third set of numbers. That's going to be price. So 153,800 is where I want to get in. Now, this is where we're going to use pending orders. So a pending order isn't necessarily when the market where you're going to get in at current price, but a specific price that you want to get in. So for price to activate your buy stop, price has to be going bullish, meaning price has to be going up and it needs to be activated by a bullish candlestick. So if I want to place a buy stop at, what was it, 153,800, when price breaks resistance, then that's when I'll get in the market. Then remember, you have to put your volume, you have to put your take profit and your stop loss, or you can always do that later on, right? But let's just say you want your stop loss to be under support, which is 152.620, and this may not be making the most sense to you right now in terms of support and resistance, but you can always come back later on and check on it. And let's just say you want your take profit to be this level right here, the next level of resistance, which is going to be 154, 7, let's say 154,800. All you're simply going to do is press place, and then it'll place your order for you. So this is where you're going to get in once price actually comes up to the market, and you can see your order here is pending. This is where you're going to get in when price comes up and gets activated by a bullish candlestick. Then you'll be in on the trade. So you can still see how much you're going to lose if you're wrong. You can still see how much you're going to make if you're right. If you want to cancel the order, just simply press on the X. Now it's the same thing with a sell limit. When it comes down to a sell limit, again, we can only place this sell stop under current price. So price right now is at 153,400. We can only place a sell stop where current price action is, which let's actually, let me see. Let me try and, that's not going to work. So now let's say I wanted to place a sell stop. I'm going to go to new order, pending order, same thing. We're going to do a sell stop. So for price to activate this sell stop, let's just say I want a sell stop under support at 152,600. Right? We're going to enter 152.600. Let's say I want my stop loss to be above resistance, 154 or 153,800. 153,800. And let's just say I want to target the nearest level of support, which let's just say is at 152, right? Yeah, let's just say it's at 152, right? And then take profit is going to be 1.52. All I'm simply going to do, actually, you need to modify that, 152. All I'm simply going to do is press place. Just make sure you have the appropriate stop loss or the appropriate lot size, and then press place. And then you could see your order here, right? So this actually, you can even modify this just how you like. So you can see your order here. Now this has to be activated by a bearish candlestick, right? Meaning price has to go down to put you in the trade. Sell limits and buy limits are a little bit different. They're kind of they're pretty much the opposite, right? So let's just say you want to enter a pending order and you want to do a buy limit, right? For price to activate a buy limit, it has to be lower than where current price is at. Let's say I want to take a trade. I'm expecting price to come back down into support, and I want to get in right at support, right? So price right now is trading at 153,400. I'd be able to place my buy limit at 152,826, right? Because price has to come down to my buy limit, activate me, and then the trade is open, right? I cannot place a buy limit above where current price is trading because it has to be activated by a bearish candlestick, meaning that it has to be placed under where current price is. So if price is trading at 153, I could place a buy limit anywhere between 153,400 and anywhere under that. Anything above, it's not going to count. It just has to be under current price. So I'm going to place, I'm just not going to even place take profit. Let's just say I want to get in right at 152. I want to get in right at 152,826. And I press place. Notice how it's going to have my buy limit here. Once price comes all the way down and activates, once it actually hits my order, it'll activate and put me in the trade. Now remember, you can even move this around if you want, but you won't be able to set a take profit and a stop loss right here by dragging it. You actually have to double click on the order again and then enter your stop loss, enter your take profit. Or you can just delete the order in general. A sell limit is the complete opposite. A sell limit, price has to be under your sell limit for it to be activated. So let's just say I want to sell at 153,669. That's going to be valid, right? For your sell limit to be activated, it has to be activated by a bullish candle. But remember, it's a sell, so we're looking for price to go down. So when you actually have a sell limit, it has to go above current price action. So price right now is at 153,400, right? We could place our sell limit at 153,600 because that's resistance. So we're looking for a retest and we're looking to sell there, right? So once price actually hits 153,669, it'll place us in a sell, and then we'll wait and see if we're right on the overall direction, right? We're only going to use sell and buy limits at areas of support and resistance, and we're looking for a rejection of those areas. We're going to be looking to place buy stops and buy limits at areas of areas above support or above resistance, because we're expecting price to break those areas. Literally as simple as that. Anyways, hopefully you guys, play around with your MetaTrader 4s. Just kind of get familiar with it, and I will talk to everybody in the next video. The download for the template will be in the description. And now, since we have a few open trades, we can go into account history, and here's our account history. One thing you can also do is look at your P&L. So for the account, I'm down $192. For the deposit, it's 100K. Then here's your withdrawal, which is $0, which is a demo account, so it doesn't matter. And then you could go right click, save as detail report, save it to wherever you want, and then it'll automatically open up, and then you could see your equity curve and a whole detail report on your trading account. So hopefully you guys did understand the video on how to use this platform, but I'll speak to everybody in the next trading video.